The movie opens with a boat navigating the Regent's Canal Tunnel in London at a leisurely pace. Inside the tunnel, darkness prevails, creating a summer atmosphere, while on the other side, a striking contrast unfolds. The view shifts into a vibrant, gleaming spectacle. In this newfound brightness, a woman's silhouette appears, creating a captivating contrast with the radiant daylight. The woman takes a deep breath, preparing herself for what is to follow. Gradually, as the light illuminates her face, a gentle smile forms, directed toward her girlfriend, who remains in the shadows. Their names are Eva and Kat. Eva is a pretty woman in her late 20s, who loves wearing colorful clothes and cute hairstyles. She has been dating Kat for a long time, and they live together in Kat's boat. Kat is different from Eva, with her dry sense of humor and penchant to wear dark clothes. She loves Eva more than anything in life, and they have a great relationship. They have recently lost their cat, and as they bury her, Eva thinks about the next step in their relationship. They have already gone through most of the stages: dating, moving in together, having a pet, and losing said pet. Eva wants more. She is ready to have a baby with Kat. They bury their cat in Eva's mother's backyard. Her mother, Germaine, is an eccentric old lady who loves her daughter deeply. As she chants a mantra to bless their cat, Kat and Eva try to hold in their laughter. After that, they stay for a moment together in the garden, and Eva cries for their cat. Kat comforts her, hating to see her crying like that. Eva is sad, but hopeful. She thinks that now that they lost their cat, she will change Kat's mind about having a baby. She has to play her cards right, and it starts with pleasuring Kat after crying her eyes out. As soon as they leave Germaine's house, Eva subtly brings up the subject of building a family with Kat. At first, Kat thinks Eva wants to have another pet, maybe a dog this time, but she's sorely mistaken. Eva mentions her wish to have a baby, pointing out that her mother is getting old and she wants to give her a grandchild to cherish. The words have barely left Eva's lips when Kat shuts off. She doesn't want to have kids. She loves her life with Eva in their boat, navigating around London with no worries. That's the perfect life for her, and it can't get any better. Eva has been pushing for it lately, and she never gives a straight answer to her, afraid of disappointing her. Kat would do almost anything for Eva, but she's not sure she can grant her wish. The scene shifts to Kat running desperately through London. It looks as if she's running from her problems, as an image of her boat appears, with her running in the background. Kat meets with her old friend, a Spanish man named Roger. Roger has just arrived in London from Barcelona, and Kat offers for him to stay with her and Eva, despite Eva not wanting him to. It's not that she doesn't like Roger, but Kat changes when she's with him. Kat and Roger have some drinks and talk about his life in Barcelona. Roger is lively, fun, and a natural jokester. Kat feels as if she can be herself with him, not holding anything back. It's late at night when they go back to the boat, drunk out of their minds. Eva isn't happy that Kat brought Roger to their boat. Roger greets her with a warm hug and promises he won't stay for too long. Eva feels bad about kicking him out of their boat and allows him to stay for as long as he needs. Deep down, she's still bothered about the baby situation and how Kat keeps rebuffing her. She wants to continue talking about it with her, but with Roger there, she knows it will be impossible. With plaguing thoughts and a deep sadness that the love of her life doesn't want a family with her, Eva starts getting drunk. Hours later, she throws up, and Kat comes to her rescue. Roger follows them to the bathroom. Eva starts complaining about Kat and how much she wants a baby. Kat is uncomfortable, but Roger, who is also drunk, thinks it's a great idea. He even offers his help to make Eva's dream come true. Kat thinks they are only goofing around and not being serious, but they are. The next morning, Eva excitedly wakes Roger up. She asks him questions about his genetics and family, wanting to know if she should be worried about anything. Kat wakes up with a massive headache, and it takes her a moment to understand the topic of their conversation. She cannot believe her ears when she realizes they are talking about having a baby with Roger's help. It's the stupidest idea she has ever heard, and she thinks they are both mad. Eva points out that she agreed to it the night before, and Kat retorts that she was drunk. In her opinion, nothing can be taken seriously when someone's drunk. Eva's previous hope and excitement go down the drain. She was sure she had managed to convince Kat the night before, with Roger's help. She thought having a baby using him would be a good idea. They wouldn't need to spend money and they know Roger. But for Kat, it's everything she doesn't want. She storms out of the boat, and Roger follows after her. He tries to talk to her and make her see having a kid is not the worst thing. But Kat doesn't want to hear it. She wonders if Eva planned it with him before, and he swears they didn't. Roger feels lonely, and he wants to have a family. He loves Kat as a sister, and Eva is a great friend of his too. He thinks a baby would give him the perfect excuse to be closer to them. Kat thinks her friend is completely mad. She feels as if she's the only rational adult in this situation, and that makes her anxious. As Roger tries convincing her, she starts walking faster until she's running away from him, Eva, and the whole situation. She runs until her legs can't hold her anymore. When she returns to the boat, she finds the love of her life curled up on their bed, sobbing. Kat doesn't remember ever seeing her like that, not even when their cat passed away. It makes her realize that Eva really wants the baby. Kat feels guilty for her callous behavior. Lying down next to Eva, she feels her throat closing and her eyes burning. It's painful to see Eva like that. She wants her happy and smiling, being her bright self, not depressed because of her. At that moment, Kat decides Eva's feelings are a priority in the situation. She never wants to see her sad like that again. If she wants to have a baby, Kat will grant it to her. Eva can't believe it when Kat says she will have a baby with her. Eva stops crying in sadness and starts crying with happiness and elation. The next part of the movie is about their journey to get pregnant with Roger's help. The first time he helps them, he's nervous and questions himself. Suddenly, the idea of having a baby seems too real and frightening. He doesn't have a stable job, and he takes life one day at a time, with no responsibilities. Not only that, but he doesn't know what role he will play in the child's life. It's all too confusing, and anxious thoughts encroach upon him. Meanwhile, Kat and Eva wait for him to be done. Eva is excited that her dream will finally come true, and Kat feels as if she's not really there. Much like Roger, she has no idea what role to play in this situation. She isn't even sure if she wants to be a mother. Seeing Eva's bright smile is what pushes her to go on with the plan, even though she doesn't agree with it. When Roger hands them what they need to do, a homemade insemination, Eva and Kat move into the bedroom. Roger tries to follow, but Kat forbids him. He has to listen to them being intimate and, in a way, possibly getting pregnant without him. It's a weird situation that gets weirder when they discuss the terms of his presence. Roger wants to be part of the child's life, even if it's the cool uncle. Eva wants him to go back to Barcelona and forget they exist, but he disagrees. He plans to buy a boat for himself and move to London to be closer to them. He also wants to pay for the kids' expenses, another thing Eva refuses. She doesn't want him to be part of the baby's life. She wants the baby to know they have two mothers, and that's it. Unfortunately for her, she should have thought of that before accepting Roger's help. They start teaching Roger how to live on a boat, and he gets a job selling things on the street. One day, Eva invites Germaine to have dinner so they can tell her the great news. Germaine has no idea what is going on. When Roger, a person she doesn't know, shows up for dinner too, she's confused. She finds him strange, especially when he starts talking about a baby. He even toasts Eva's supposed pregnancy. Eva wants to eliminate him from the face of the earth. He ruined her surprise for her mother, and now she has to explain. Germaine tries not to be too judgy, but it's hard. She loves her daughter and Kat to pieces, but it's a fact that they are not responsible. They don't have steady jobs, and they live on a boat. In addition, Roger's role remains unclear. It's not a life for a child, in her opinion, and she thinks her daughter is in over her head. Eva is sad about her mother's pessimism and lack of faith in them. Kat is mad. She argues with Germaine that they can raise a child on a boat, and that money isn't everything in life. It's a rather simplistic view of things, but Germaine decides to stay silent about it. If they want to have a baby, she will raise her glass for them. A few days go by, and Eva's happiness is clear on her face, until one fateful day. Eva is teaching her salsa lessons when she feels pain in her womb. A pain she recognizes well, after years of having it. She quickly goes to the restroom to make sure. She's never been more disappointed than when she realizes she's got her period. That can only mean that she isn't pregnant, and their first try didn't work. They will need to try again. Days go by, and it's time for Eva to try again. Ever since the first time, they keep trying to get pregnant. Roger is still staying with them, but he often disappears to be with his lady friends. One day, while he's with a beautiful woman named Jinx, he realizes he's late for their appointment, and leaves with her to go to the boat. Eva and Kat are already waiting for him, something Jinx finds strange. Roger goes to the bathroom, and Jinx tries to understand what is happening with him. She can hear him moaning in the bathroom while the women patiently wait. Eva explains their deal with him, and Jinx is speechless. When Roger comes back, his container is almost empty because he spent the night with Jinx. Eva tries not to be upset, but she wears her heart on her sleeve. Jinx quickly realizes that Eva is upset, and by proxy, Kat is too, so she leaves. Roger goes after Jinx and wonders if she found the situation strange. She assures him that she didn't, but he will never see her again. More days go by, and Kat isn't as happy as Eva. In fact, she isn't excited about the baby at all. She starts working more and spends less time at home. Eva finally starts showing symptoms of being pregnant, and she almost explodes with happiness. When she does the pregnancy test, the result is positive. She's pregnant. During her first checkup at the hospital, the three of them are waiting. The nurse says that 1-2 can go, and Roger is left out. He's excited about the baby more than he thought he would be. Suddenly, an abstract idea took shape, and he discovered he will be a father. His position in the baby's life is still undecided, but he feels as if the baby is his too. Kat stares blankly at the screen as the nurse shows the baby for the first time. When they hear the baby's heartbeat, Eva starts crying in happiness that her baby is there and alive, but Kat doesn't feel anything. Not even a speck of happiness or fondness for the being inside of Eva. The only thing she can think about is that she doesn't want it. She isn't ready to be a mother. Deep down, she resents Eva for pushing it so hard. When they leave the office, Roger is anxiously waiting for them. Eva has a picture of the baby, and as soon as he sees it, he gets emotional. It's a completely different reaction from Kat, but Eva decides to ignore it for the moment. She's sure she will change her mind down the line. Days later, the trio goes to a kid's birthday party. Roger has a lot of fun with the kids. He's a natural. Eva tries connecting with the kids, happy for the opportunity to show her skills and see if she's any good. Roger sees her fumbling and helps her interact with the children, something she greatly appreciates. Meanwhile, Kat gets drunk and smokes. As she watches the children running around and screaming, it's like seeing her future. Not very bright. She has zero maternal instincts, and she isn't very fond of children in general. When she thinks about her life with a child, all she sees is a stressful life. She will need to change everything about herself to become a mother, and she isn't sure she wants that. As a way to cope, Kat excludes herself from the situation by working all the time. She takes extra shifts at the pub she works at, and during her free time, she runs. Eva notices that she isn't there for her at all, but she's still hopeful she will change once she sees the baby. In the meantime, Roger is her companion. He's eager to be a father. He helps Eva with searching for baby things and changing the boat to accommodate the baby. Eva has a newfound appreciation for him. She doesn't know what she would do if he wasn't there with her. The issue is that she wants Kat to be part of it too, and there's a point at which things start blurring. One day, while Kat is running around London, Roger and Eva are alone in the boathouse. He asks her to play a song on the piano and sits near to her to listen. He makes small comments here and there, and it warms Eva's heart. When she looks at him for a little too long, her heart beating a bit too fast, she realizes something is wrong. She doesn't want Roger there with her. She wants Kat. In a moment of sudden clarity, she tells Roger that he needs to go back to Barcelona. She knows that if he stays, Kat will never be the mother she wants her to be. Roger is hurt by her request. He wants to be the baby's father more than anything in the world. He's attached to them already. Eva feels bad about kicking him out. She explains that he's perfect for her, and that is wrong. She's with Kat, and Kat is the mother of her baby. She's the one who should be going shopping with her, or fixing the house. She's the one who should support Eva when she throws up, and go to appointments with her to see if the baby's okay. Roger snaps that Kat doesn't want to have that role. She doesn't want the baby. Eva knows. She knows she pushed Kat into doing something she didn't want to do. Now she has to face the consequences of her actions. Roger pleads with her to allow him to be part of the baby's life, but Eva denies it. When he tries touching her belly for one last time, she flinches away from him. It breaks Roger's heart. Later on, Kat arrives very late from the pub. Eva pretends to be sleeping, not willing to have another argument with her. Kat is drunk, and Eva notices. She brushes off her lateness, saying that her boss had an issue and she needed help. Eva knows she's lying through her teeth. It hurts her that Kat is doing everything in her power to be away from her and the baby. She holds back tears as she replies that it's good that Kat is there to help her boss, alluding to the fact she doesn't help Eva anymore. The following day, Roger goes after Kat to tell her he's leaving. She freaks out a little when she hears him saying that, because it dawns on her that she has to take care of Eva now. For the first time ever in their friendship, Roger dislikes Kat. He thinks she's being selfish and self-centered. She only thinks about her feelings and issues, and can't see she has an amazing girlfriend who needs her. She has a baby on the way, the baby he helped make. The baby he already loves with all his heart. The baby he's losing. They start arguing, because Kat's tired of the situation. She regrets agreeing with Eva, and now it's too late. They physically fight, and end up falling into the river. The cold water helps them cool their heightened emotions a bit. After they get out, they discover Eva's in the hospital and rush there. Eva's there waiting with a somber expression and hunched shoulders. She looks defeated. Kat wonders what happened, and finds out that Eva lost the baby. It's a punch to the gut. Losing a child like that is never easy. Eva loved that baby more than anything in her life. It was a life she helped create and nurture. Losing it feels as if she's losing a part of herself. She doesn't say a word when they leave the hospital to go back to the boat. Roger and Kat are worried about her mental state, but she's unresponsive. When they arrive on the boat, Eva sits to watch the Grey River. Kat offers her a drink, but she refuses. Not knowing what to do, Kat goes inside the boat to drink by herself. Meanwhile, Roger tries cheering Eva up, pretending to be the baby that was in her belly. He starts feeling choked up as he makes some jokes, and Eva holds his hand. He's the only one who can understand the acute pain she's feeling. He wanted that baby as much as her. They comfort each other while Kat drowns her sorrows in alcohol. When Kat comes out again, she asks Eva what she wants her to do. Eva sadly replies that she wants her to be sad. Kat is startled. She doesn't know what to say. Roger tries to soften the blow by saying that they could try again, but Eva doesn't want to. She informs Kat that they need to break up. It's at that moment that Kat finally realizes how badly she messed up her relationship. Eva did the wrong thing when she pushed the issue, but she agreed to be part of it. She should have said no. Now, Eva sees her lack of commitment to her and the baby has broken trust. She can't be with Kat anymore. They don't want the same things in life, and Eva won't force her again. She should have done it before they embarked on that crazy adventure with Roger. Kat pleads with her to reconsider, and promises she will be better. Eva doesn't give her another chance. She leaves without a backward glance, breaking Kat's heart, just like she did plenty of times during her pregnancy. Roger hugs Kat and comforts her as they watch Eva walk away. Eva goes back to living with her mother, though Germaine informs her that it won't be for long. She thinks it's pitiful for her grown-up daughter to stay with her again. Eva is lost. For years, she shared her life with another person, and now she doesn't know how to do it alone. She's frustrated that everything in her life is falling to pieces. There's no one there to be her light at the end of the tunnel. Kat is in an even worse state. She's depressed about the breakup and can't see her life without Eva. She feels terrible about the baby and how things turned out. Roger comforts her and tries to help her out. He takes her to a pub, and they bring the girls back to the boathouse. Kat's drunk. One of the girls wants to sleep with her, but when she sees her lying down on the bed she shared with Eva, she can't. It feels like a betrayal to her, even if they aren't together anymore. She tells the girl to leave. Months go by like this. Kat's still hung up on Eva. She finds out her new address and waits for her to arrive home. Eva looks good. Kat feels her heart beating wildly in her chest when she sees her again after so long. Eva, on the other hand, has no idea why Kat is there. For the last couple of months, she tried talking to her relentlessly, but Eva never answered back. She needed time away from her, and she needed to heal. Kat thinks Eva won't talk to her, and turns to leave. Deep down, Eva still has feelings for her too. A love so deep as theirs can't be forgotten easily. Still, some things about her have changed, and Kat needs to know it. They go to her apartment, a nice place with a view of the river. Kat is impressed with what Eva accomplished without her. She informs Eva that Roger is going back to Barcelona and wants to say goodbye to her. Eva chuckles and promises to give him a call. It's not hard for Kat to see that Eva has moved on, at least it looks like it. Seeing that moment as her last opportunity to try and get her back, she opens her heart to Eva. She explains that she was scared, but she isn't anymore. She thought a lot and decided that she wants to try again. This time with her full support. If Eva wants a baby, Kat is willing to be a mother. Eva chuckles at her desperation, finding it endearing. Before Kat can move on with her speech, she opens a door in her apartment. When Kat sees what is inside, she loses her voice. It's a baby's room. Eva is pregnant again. This time she went to a clinic. She'll be a single mother. Kat has no idea what to say. She suddenly feels silly for going there. Eva has her whole life figured out, and it has no place for Kat anymore. With a lump in her throat, she says goodbye to Eva again. This time for good. Eva watches her leaving, also feeling a tightness in her chest. At that moment, she sees two paths ahead of her, one with Kat and the other alone. Kat is back in the boat with Roger, her mind wandering to her life with Eva. Roger notices a familiar figure walking on the sidewalk, following the boat. It's Eva. He points her out to Kat, and she can't believe her eyes. They stare at each other for a long moment, not knowing what to say. After a few moments, Kat asks if she wants to board the boat, and Eva agrees, smiling. They have no clue what life has in store for them, or even if their relationship will work again. The only thing they know is that they missed each other terribly, and that they are each other's light at the end of the tunnel. In the end, Eva climbs onto the boat.